All right. Welcome in, everyone. Yes, it's one of those weekday games that this is worse than a 6 in the morning kind of game for me, quite honestly. But we are here, and I wanted to make sure that I was here for this. The simple reason, guys, is I mean, we all know, uh, Tudor sacked this past week after last game, and Belletti pretty much announced today, not officially by the club, but I mean, Romano, everyone reporting that Spalletti is the new coach, but not yet. Brambilla, the next gen coach, is in charge tonight. So very interesting, very transitional. And I mean, just for that alone, gonna be worth a watch, I think. So here we are, guys. Thank you for joining in. Please do like, subscribe, follow, whatever it is, whichever platform you are on, whether that's YouTube, Twitch, X, Instagram, or Kick. Please follow along. Get that algorithm going. Follow us on all platforms. Link is in the description or the bio for all those platforms as well. Spotify, guys. So any pre-records or like Juve Central shows that we do, all go on Spotify. And then the Discord, of course, where we have our one-on-one, where we have those discussions, getting down the comments, obviously great, but it's very kind of old school, very slow. If you want to have that nice, fluid, real-time conversation with us and the community, get down into the Discord as well. So without further ado, because we are starting a little bit late today because I had to fly in from work. And I do apologize. I have some lunch here. I might nibble on it throughout the show. I haven't eaten yet today, so I hate doing this live. It's kind of rude, unprofessional, but quite hungry, so I'm gonna nibble a little bit away. So excuse me for that. Let's get into the starting lineup, and it's we usually make this joke here. It's Juve versus Walmart Juve or like Wish.com Juve, Udinese. I think where this is like Timu versus Alibaba, AliExpress, whatever it is. That's what's happening tonight. Let's see. Let's see what we get. It is a 3-4-1-2. Yield is in the slot. So let's start from the back. Di Gregorio in the keeper's role tonight. Taking a bit of a break last game, so he is back. Kelly, Gatti, Kalulu. This is standard. This is what we expect. I heard Belletti's going to go to a back four, but Brambilla is he's the back three kind of guy. So, I mean, it is what it is for one more game, perhaps. And we got Kostic on the left, Locatelli, McKennie up in the midfield, Cambiaso on the right. Good to see him on the right. Because, I mean, that is his natural position, not the left side. Yield is, of course, in the slot there. And a strike partnership of Lajovic and Openda. Openda getting a start. Good to see. Nothing wrong with this lineup. On paper, at least. Let's see. Let's just see what just what happens tonight, because it's the next gen coach. It's we don't know. We just don't know. All right, let's see. Oh, look, I have more controls over this stuff. I can make a screen. Yeah. Playing with the comments. Get some bigger comments up on screen. I'll make it small for now. And then we'll adjust. We'll adjust from there once I'm not covering up so much the screen. So let's go over to Udinese. Akoi in net. 3-5-2. Dole, Cabasele, Goglitrige. Mouthful. In the back three. Kamara, Atta, Karlstrom, Piotrowski, and Ezebui in that 5. And Davis Zaniolo in the strike partnership. It's hard to pregame this one, not gonna lie. We just do not know what to expect. So let's just sit back, enjoy it. Whenever we have been in this situation, we've done well. So I kind of feel all right today. How do you guys feel? Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Get the scoreboard up for everyone as well. Can sync up. Thank you, everyone, joining in. It's a super awkward time. I imagine some of you probably can't watch the game. You can maybe listen to it. So I'm here for you guys. We're all here together. Okay, Cambiasso was only good on the last season when Bangula was also there. You guys, yeah, you guys are agreeing. Cambiasso on the right. There's kickoff. Here it is. Transitional Juve. You start off with it. Long ball given away. And there is the sink. Scoreboard is up and running. Yeah. These games too, I guess, when I'm just flying in fresh from work, I haven't had a whole lot of time, especially today. Today was kind of crazy. No time to really sit there and think, which is kind of nice because I haven't really thought too much about the situation right now. I'm just kind of flying in watching a game right now. There's no pretense to it. So maybe that leads to why I feel a little bit of lightness and freedom here, and that there might be a positive result coming out of this. Eddie on his way home. Primo, we got the eye ties, the Italians. Of course, we have the Italians today. None of them work. Yield is clean tackle there. Udinese definitely playing a long ball game. Hey, what's going on? Can we have some masterclass? Yeah, I'll take it, man. I do like Cambiasso. He is underperforming. I mean, I like all of our players. It's kind of silly to say. I do like all of them. There's nobody on our team where I'm like, screw that guy. I was like that, like with Chiesa. Vlahovic, I mean, if anybody, I suppose. But there's attitude problems there, right? Everyone else, I mean, they just need to be led, I think, is what it is. I like all these guys. They all have good potential to do something special. I mean, they're all professional football players, right? They should be able to play as professionals. That's just not reality most of the time, as we've seen. Oh shit. Okay, fed up here, Vlahovic. He's tripped up. That's a penalty. That's straight to the spot. And that's good movement early on. That's good by Vlahovic, keeping those feet moving and just drawing a penalty. And good pass into the box as well. Nothing wrong with any of that. Yeah, just fed up by Kalulu. Openda lays it off into Vlahovic with that 1-2. That's what two up top can give you. Hurt tug on Vlahovic. He went down with his weight. Kind of like, yeah, I mean, it's a penalty, man. And he gets Goglichiche gets the yellow card as well. So now we just got to kick this ball, right? Total dive. Yeah, I mean, he did sell it. He did sell it a little bit. Most everyone does. But I'm gonna call it a dive. Whatever, man. I mean, fuck at this point. No, bar check in progress. Fuck, I just packed all the rice on top of this. I gotta get to the meat. Salmon. Got some salmon. Really great the next day, let me tell you. Gotta use what's in the fridge, man. Can't let it go bad. Yeah, this one's still awarded, not overturned. To a Pulisic. Whistle. He hops and he puts it in. Um, I'm a little perturbed by the bunny hop he did. I'm kind of confused why that happened, but it's a Vlahovic penalty goal. So, within the first 5 minutes, here we go. Positive start. Told you guys, I'm feeling good. And yeah, Openda getting the play. Openda got the assist on that. Well, I mean, if it was, you know what I mean. Yeah, just got the keep going the wrong direction. He tucks it in after he hops and stutters. I gotta get that into a gift. The hop and stutter. Dash will love it. There's a little more of what we're used to, or should be used to, is it not? Like feeling good, leading early. See what we do from here. People are loving the Doosan. Like Doosan, I don't understand how he can be how he struggled so much, really. His last game he looked good as well. Early on, he's looking good. Ed just needs some leadership. I know we demand that these players should be leaders, but there's a hierarchy, right? They still need to be led themselves. Over the top Openda on this. Cuts back, can't cut it cleanly. And it's just recovered by Udinese. I feel like all of our offensive players we kind of bunched up too much and didn't like widen out to give the choice of a pass, and just didn't create enough width to give the option. Ran out of room, you know. Could have been better, but the intent was there. Openda's looking to get forward and just get his legs under him, get some momentum, get something positive at his tenure here at Juve. Especially under new management, he has a chance to reprove himself. Yes, Chiro, how's it going? Thanks for joining in as well. We have currently 69 viewers. Yeah, that's the maturity level around here. Dash, I think Dash is on his way to Albania right now. So Dash will not be joining us. It might be tomorrow. Can't remember exactly which day, but he is soon departed. And then I'm leaving next week. I'll be gone for like 10 days or so. Yeah, we're just doing the rotation. All good. We go quiet for a little bit. Don't worry, we are here. Good news is, at least for me, I can't speak for the other guys. But after this next trip, should be pretty quiet. Kind of wind down the year going into Christmas holidays. Should be all right. Yeah, that's I got 3 dogs, but 2 of them are black and you can't see them in the shadows. You see the little puppy, that's Joey. Passed out. He had a hard day of sleeping in the hallway, waiting for me to come home. Yeah, McKenny gets a little handsy there. Udinese get this one going again, and they've looked like Team Juventus, I suppose, so far. Here's Vlahovic. Finds it through to Openda. Nice! And just gets it wide. That angle was going to be tough from that position, but what a pass in from Dusan. Is looking good. I haven't felt this good about Juve beginning of last season, I feel, when we won those couple of games. I don't know. Maybe beginning of this season felt good. Got a got a couple wins. You and far between. Just got to do this for 30 more games after this. Yeah. And everyone loves puppies. You're right, Fede there. Um, Puppies are amazing. And if you don't like puppies, you're fucked. Hopefully my chewing isn't coming into the mic. I should be more conscientious of this, but I'm just like shoveling my lunch into me. Yield is moving it forward. Ooh, that pass this time doesn't make it. But you do see the movement up in numbers. Yield is Vlahovic, Openda, McKenny joining in on that. Logan Coop holding the midfield a little more. Please. You know what I mean, though, Eddie. There's not that feeling of dread. I mean, the next gen isn't doing anything special right now either, but we have also sold older players off. They have also had to rebuild. Okay. Pharaoh, not yet. There's no dread yet. This feels good right now. Camera. My camera's doing the thing. Oh, come on, camera. There she is. And Helly's been okay. Nice pass over the top there. Vlahovic has to keep it in. Slows him down a little bit, but cross into the box and Field swings at it. Let's see who goes off. Gonna be a goal kick. But forward movement, consistent. Man, my camera's on a trip. I do have the new cable too. I just haven't put it on yet. Because this was working the other night. It was working perfectly. Now it's a wigging out. Just when I thought I could trust it. Okay. Yildiz recovers that. Udinese just gives up the ball easily, and they're just not having a good night so far. Early days, but I'm happy to say it's not Juve that looked disjointed and confused. Hey, Frankie. Yes, Kelly as a like straight up defender is questionable. But as a general footballer, he has done okay. Like we can say that about Locatelli. Does Locatelli play his position? Who plays their position? Who has under Tudor? Yeah, Way is gone. I don't think that was a loan deal off the top of my head now. Where did that question come from? Way all of a sudden. Got check transfer market. That'll tell us the details. Big throw in by Udinese. Oh, got the animated on that head clearance. He's currently injured with a dead leg. Whatever that means. It looks like it says 17 million. A loan fee of 1. I guess it is a loan. This is a loan situation. I'd have to look it up again. I'm doing research on the side now. Oh, and what's going on here? Nothing but net. Nothing but net. And no, it's come on. It's offside. Where? At what point? Kent McKenny. Okay, loan plus obligation. There you go. 1 million loan and 14.4 transfer over 4 years, plus up to 4.1 in add-ons. So that's the Timothy Way deal. Not a straightforward one in any case. But obligation, he's not coming back. And you guys let me know as well. My feed is in Italian tonight. I usually get between English and French, being in a bilingual country. But I don't even get the Italian option. And tonight, that is all I get. I mean, I don't mind. I'm not complaining. I just find it interesting. Now, one of the black dogs moved to the other corner. Best didn't like the other side. Didn't want to be with the puppy. Oh, and Frankie's got it in Spanish. What channel is that on? Obviously in the States. America has a lot of Spanish options. And in Canada, we get the French option. There's a big cross in. Kostic can't get on to defend. And there's a Penda to come and cut out the pass, tracking back. But still Zaniolo. He's losing his man. Takes a shot. Big deflection. It's going to go out to the corner. Zaniolo's interesting. This is where he is now, Udinese. He was close to becoming a Juve player at one point. ESPN, there you go. Is Zaniolo taking the corner? And it misses everyone, but goes out for a very high shot by Hassane. Trying to step into that one, but sails it. See, that's something I find funny too about Europe footy matches, is they have firefighters there on pitch side. And I did see this firsthand when I was in Empoli anyways, like just the flares and everything. Things get set on fire. Like in North America, we don't bring the firefighters. No, nobody's setting the place on fire. There'll be security, some cops, maybe. It's a huge event. Yeah, there might be more cops hanging around. Just outside, making sure things are good. Maybe traffic crowd control, but like we don't bring the firefighters. Yield is doing well to keep the ball, and Vlahovic can't keep on to it from there. 20 minutes now. Maybe a bit of a slowdown by Juve, not quite as bright as they were in the first few, but overall doing better than Udinese. Very slow to playing out this ball. Uh, Gatti tries to pinch up, doesn't get it. Now Luca draws the foul. And I feel now that maybe Udinese is trying to slow down the pace of this game. Just calm things down a bit. Let Juve chase a bit. Power them out, perhaps. Watch out for a counter. And here's one now. Ooh, is that clean by McKennie? They're letting it play on. Cross in from the right. Nobody's there. Cleared up by Cambiaso. Still. Tamara is on the ground. Making a meal. Yeah, that was not a foul. Watching that back. Amara basically threw himself at McKennie. Went down and I mean, maybe he twisted something going down, but I think he's trying to call out for a foul. I don't know, man. Every week we go through this. There's our referee tonight. We didn't look at that. Gotta go to this facts over here, and we have Marco DeBello. Zuby with throw one once again. Going into the box. And Yolo can't find a target. They're starting to mark Dusan a lot more closely now. He has a lot less space. They need to maybe focus on an Openda as a target or split off who they're given so they don't know who to tight as mark as tightly. Because right now, yeah, back to Vlahovic here, and he's just covered. That's got to be a foul. He keeps on going, though. He gets the space nice and strong. Still running with it. Trying to get it through. Doesn't land. And now there's a whistle on the play. Let's see what happens. Ooh, somebody's down. Udinese player in behind the play now. Just a big yellow blob on the pitch. Okay, so kidding me? Look, yeah, Cabasele. It was Cabasele who was the guy that was trying to haul down Vlahovic. He failed, went down, and held his face, and he's still there crying. Yeah, Dusan's fired up. He's not going down easy like he used to. Which again is like, why all of a sudden? What is it that this guy needs to perform? And it started off by Udinese. Here we go. Long ball. Trying to find Zaniolo here. Kelly's in the way. Oh, and then he just missed dribbles it, gives it up. Back on defense. Oh, Yildiz on the turns, feeding it back to Vlahovic. Yildiz wants it back. Vlahovic going wide, gets it on a deflection, slows down the attack. It's up back at Kalulu now. And here's Cambiasso trying to restart. Udinese in their defensive shape now. It's going to be a bit more difficult to find the space. Something that I feel this team has lost. Lost it. We've lost it for years. That ability to counter, just to keep that momentum forward. So I see what he was trying to do, but even if Yildiz did make that run, he wasn't getting to it. This is a 6:30 PM start on a Wednesday. It's just like, why? Local time 6:30, right? Like, who is this, like, bring their kid to work day? Yeah, Primo, why don't we just watch, women's football then? If footy's so feminine, why don't we just watch women's football? I did watch the female team a lot more when Julia Grosso was on there, but that's because 'cause I'm a pervert. I suppose I could watch, like, I think it's the NWSL, watch Chicago. I guess it doesn't make me a very good pervert. Why do you watch this sport? I don't know, Primo. Because you hate yourself. I still have baseball to watch. Series tied up 2-2. It's a very tight World Series. I'm enjoying it. You should try watching women's sports, Primo. Why not? You might find it refreshing. Oh, nice chest pass by Vlahovic, releasing Yildiz. He's got the option on the right. Openda, use it. Oh, and he tries to through pass it back to Vlahovic, despite having that option to the right. Kostic and Shalah off the back and or throwing. Yeah, yeah, your Brewers did get swept by the Dodgers. So what would have that said if you go against the Jays, right? The Jays have kinda gone toe to toe with the Dodgers here. Osich losing his man. Nice cross, can't get the spot, but it's out for a corner. Are you talking about bobsledding, Chiro? There's also the luge. That's this women's sports you like? Is it because 'cause they're in tight clothes? The spandex? I mean, women's beach volleyball. That's a good one. Is taking the corner short to Cambiaso. Back to Yildiz. Little curl, back heel by McKenny. Did not go off him. It's out for a corner. Oh man, looking at the current player ratings on a FOT mob, Vlahovic 8.1, everyone else in the sixes. Next closest is a 6.9. Touchdown on the corner, and a little bit of a fight here, Cambiaso. Ooh, that got sloppy. Locatelli taking down his man. Yeah, Zaniolo's pushing on to Cambiaso. Locatelli's trying to get into play. They just kind of fall over each other. And you go, I suck at corners on FIFA. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You're going back to Sri Lanka. It's kind of a random comment, but like, is there a story or context with that? Udinese with it now, and they're trying to find something. This is an uncommon occurrence from so far today. Yes, possession is actually in Udinese's favor, 47-53. It's not very positive possession, I suppose. It doesn't feel like they're doing anything. And this is why you have to put context to the stats, like the eye test, the analysis, and like the amount of people, especially because Dash goes off on Locatelli. It's like, oh, but the stats say this. It's like, yeah, but have have you looked? Stats only tell part of the story. If you're just like, oh, this guy's good because stats, like, well, don't be dumb and do better. Like, because I mean, there's just more to life than a stat sheet, right? But I digress because Openda's here turning that ball for a counter. He's got some options. It's Kostic on the left. And inshallah off his man. Let's go out for a throw. Quickly to Yildiz. Oh, back and forth with Loka. Ooh, that's a funny bounce. I think he's offside, Openda. And they do call it. Should be a goal kick. Kostic with the cross. On corner this time, but Krostic is back. Ooh, headed on Vlahovic. Just kind of lobs it over the bar. Not very good contact that time. Marked well. Big defender up in his face. Two-man marked, actually. Oh, Gloka's just getting shoved over. That's definitely got to be a turnover of possession there. It goes out anyways. Logan's just like wondering what the hell. They bring it all the way back to Di Gregorio for some reason. Nobody wants to go forward all of a sudden. And then Kelly dumped it forward to nobody. GJ almost just fumbles it out of bounds, controls himself. But it's turned right back over to Juve now. Loka, distribute, baby. Going long, gets McKennie. McKennie switches off to left. Openda heads it back down to Yildiz, who takes a shot. It's blocked to Openda again. Oh, and just towed away. Sat on it a little too long there. I mean, I haven't been to Sri Lanka or the Maldives, but I mean, I ever have the opportunity. Absolutely. So you going back to Sri Lanka RS, just to visit? Or, like, you're moving? You're like, "Screw that." I don't even know where you live right now, man. That's what I'm saying, like, give me some context. Oh, decent shot there by you, and it is saved off. Boy gets some fingers on her. Oh, here we go. We need to break for an injury. Let's hang out here for a few moments then, guys, and, I don't know, massage his thigh for a few minutes. I don't think you can really free spray that part of the leg. It's a little close to the balls. You don't wanna do that. Yeah, a lot of curl on that shot, this angle as well. Still looked like it was going in the back of the net, just the trajectory of it. Oh my lord. Just, hanging out, wasting time. Finally got him on his feet to take him off the pitch. Let's get underway here. No need for this. Well, this is a different camera angle. It's all just replays, but clearly we're still waiting for this guy to get the hell off the pitch. It's Davis. That's who it was. I was trying to figure out who it is. All their players look the same. They are making a substitution. He's not even ready. What the fuck, dude? He was on the ground crying for the past 5 minutes. You didn't think to put on your fucking shoes? What the hell are we doing? And the guy had to tell him where to go. He's like, "Your team's over there. Where are you going?" It's a little confusing. Finally, we get underway here with the McKennie throw in, and oh, a bouncing ball finally makes its way to Koi, and it is pushed off for a corner. But that was going every which direction. All the way back to Di Gregorio now. I don't know if Loppage is onside there. Ah, it's a save. I'm not celebrating anything, at least. Was he onside? Maybe I'm upset now. Oh, somebody do something with this ball. Oh my god, and that's what we did. Locatelli just dumps it away. Hey, Jojo, where you going? Jojo, where you going, buddy? Oh, he's gone. He's probably gonna go piss on the floor somewhere. Yeah, he was for sure offside. He still didn't put the no offside? It looked offside from the angle I saw. And then we can ask the question, why didn't it go in the back of the net? Now, he was marked up, the goalkeeper had the angles. He just didn't get the ball up off the ground to go over the foot of the keeper. Hmm, I would like to think he could have capitalized on that finish. Oh, guys, come on, somebody control this ball. There's something just, like, janky about this game, the way it feels, though, and I think it's Udinese's fault. Whenever they have the ball, it's just there's a lack of fluidity to how they play. Maybe it's just I'm not used to it not being my team. Loka, nice Flahovic, and just doesn't get in enough of it. Man, another big opportunity gone. I understand, like, he doesn't have a run onto that. It's hard to generate a lot of power, but, again, it should have been better than that, I think. Ugh. Can he getting called foul now? No, come on, that was soft. Yeah, he tugged his shorts a little bit, Soleil, but soft. So soft. Okay, I don't know, I would say Vlahovic is probably our best player today. Long ball, can they get through? No, they're gonna run themselves out of bounds, and Kostic has a throw-in. Maybe it's how quiet the crowd is, it's fairly tame crowd today, which again, not surprising, it's early Wednesday, like 6:30 start there, that's pretty early for a European match. Probably a lot less day drinking happened. The atmosphere just does not it's kinda like just mumble background noise, like if you're at a restaurant or just any public space. No chants, no cheering, it's just 40,000 people hanging out in a stadium. Anybody else getting weird vibes about this game? Just the atmosphere of the game more so. Yeah, and there is no away support. They just, hand over to the away support corner there. There's nothing, not a thing. But again, to travel for like 4 hours or so by train, I imagine, give or take. Like, yeah, that's a bit for a Wednesday in October. It's not like there's any holidays or anything going on. Are the ultras protesting again? I didn't see any statement of protest. And then, like, what what are they protesting? They're just a bunch of lost souls, the ultras, I think, a lot of the time. They don't really know what they want. They just wanna be angry for the sake of it, I feel, half the time. They put some, like, level of self-importance on themselves, and I'm not saying they don't give anything to the club, obviously that atmosphere. But they try to have this, like, political and inside influence to the club, and it's like, "No, man, that's not really how this works." Yeah, you look at any of the other sports, and that's just not a thing, but for some reason, they expect that to be status quo. I was like, "No, man, like, take a wider view of the world, because how you think it works is not really how the world works." But they will keep that mind closed and continue down this path as Udinese looking dangerous, and there's Zaniolo sneaking one back into the corner as Juve just forgot how to defend and not control the ball bouncing around the box. They all stuck up in there, flat-footed ball watching, and it's a 1-1. And the old Zaniolo on the score sheet tonight. Oh man, let's see what happens. So Locatelli loses the battle. Gatti does kick it forward, but can't get it out. It's shot on and blocked off the wall. It was a bit of a funny bounce. It did get guys going the wrong way. Zaniolo did well, honestly, to get that onto his left foot and curl it around. He placed it nicely. It's just one of those funny bounces, man. I don't know if he can. Maybe Gatti could have cleaned that up a little better and booted it better. Yeah, do you blame Locatelli? He got yanked a little bit, but it looks like, I mean, that's kinda how the game's played. Yeah, it's hard to really say, "Oh, well, fuck, that was horrible." I mean, it was a bad play, but, like, to lay blame on something, it did start with Locatelli, but, I don't know, it's just one of those. I wanna say more so Udinese did well to capitalize on the situation than Juve did to, like, just completely fuck it up. Those funny bouncing situations. I don't blame Locatelli. I'll go with Locatelli. Yeah, yeah, I think it's a shit happens though, right? Yeah, could have Locatelli been stronger there and on that challenge? Sure. Could have Gatti booted that ball and cleared it properly? Sure. Could the rest of the defense after the deflection done better to react and position themselves? Sure. Any of those things could have been true. Most players. I mean, Zaniolo does have a level of skill. Yes, his star has fallen. He's playing for Udinese. But he does have that ability, and he just proved it there. He still has that ability to move the ball between his feet and get a pretty nice curler out of the reach of Di Gregorio. I mean, do you blame Di Gregorio for that, for not saving it? No. So, at the end of the day, yeah, Juve made a bit of a mistake, and after a couple of attempts, Udinese managed to pounce on that. It's not the most upsetting goal, is essentially what I'm trying to get here, right? Like, does it suck that they scored on us? Yeah, it does. It shouldn't have happened. But it wasn't egregious. And that, of course, had to happen right at the halftime, didn't it, right? We couldn't have held on for another minute. That's the real stinger. Right, reset my screens now for you guys. We'll get the FOT mob up, and we'll look at the stats. Why are you blaming Gatti made the initial block, though? It was after the ball went off. It went off Gatti, and I don't know which Udinese player then. Sorry, it didn't go off Gatti. Gatti went to clear it, went to another player who immediately kicked it back forward off the wall and deflected to Zaniolo. So that maybe goes back to the part where, like, yeah, maybe they could have reacted after the initial bounce. But, like, Gatti made the initial save, right? So it goes back to the whole thing that the whole team kind of failed to react to a situation that was developing. They did react, but they did not positively react in this case, because obviously it resulted in a goal. They failed. They failed together, man. Watch Kelly in that scrum. Yeah, if I can get a replay and super analyze it, sure. So I just don't know why we need to finger point. There's no need to when the whole team failed collectively. It goes clearly because I haven't seen these names, at least in a while, some of them. That you weren't here the other night when I went on a bit of a tirade rant, whatever you want to call it. We can't blame. We're looking for scapegoats. If we were looking for a scapegoat, oh, it's only this person's fault. It's a level of emotional instability because it shows that you're unwilling to accept the situation at hand and you want to lay blame on something instead of looking at the thing holistically because it's easier just to pin it on one single thing because that's easy. And then you can just blame that and move on instead of saying, okay, no, this is the actual situation. This is what happened. Maybe it's partly my fault too. Who knows? You know, look bigger picture. Never just one guy. I should say never. Sometimes, I mean, yeah, sometimes it is one guy. Kalulu, a couple times. I mean, just straight up giving the ball away with the bad pass. All right, I mean, sure. There are situations. But most of the time, it's collective. Whether it's good or whether it's bad. And I've always said this, that I hate a lot of replays. Unless it's like an extended replay or something. But you look at the highlight reels, and they just show that final offensive action. And they don't necessarily show the guy down in the defensive zone winning that ball and kicking that ball forward to create that situation in the first place, right? And we're like, oh, well, look, Vlahovic scored. Vlahovic is amazing. It's like, okay, well, was it Gatti that dug that ball out down deep in the defensive zone and got it out? You know? So again, looking at something holistically instead of just that final piece. Yeah, I'm not saying Gatti isn't too late to react, but I'm also blaming Gatti. Gatti made the initial save. So no, I'm not just gonna rag on one single player. Like it's just childish to do so. So no, I will not. Okay, so let's get up some Fatmon. Bam. All right. Make this a little smaller now. So, by and large, not really great looking for either team. Looking at the initial numbers here, Kostic actually bumped up a little bit into the green for a second, but dropped back down. The only two guys in the green here, Vlahovic and Zaniolo, and Okoye gets it because he actually had to make some saves today. And yeah, Zaniolo did have a great shot. All right. The stats. We do have 54% of the possession. Which did seem we generally did control that a little more. XG 1.33 to 0.28. I want to say that's fairly accurate as well. We did put balls forward. You can see, I mean, there's 4, 5 shots on target. Yeah, with the goal, 5 shots on target. Decent. It's decent. But we are lacking that final touch. So when your XG is 1.33 and you only have the 1 goal, we probably should have produced a second out of all that. So total 8 shots, 5 on target. Decent conversion on that. 1 in. 0 big chances missed. So at least that's because we don't score on our big chances. And at least, according to this stat, that we scored on our 1 big chance. I know these are small victories, grasping at straws, but when we're in a transitional phase like this, these are the little details we got to start teasing out and see if this is a trend going forward in the subsequent games. Now, of course, we're getting a different coach after this, but lends as well to the overall mentality and the feeling around the club. Like if Tudor for say, and more information is going to come out with this, of course. But if Tudor, even though he was allegedly supported and had the support of the players and whatnot, but I mean, maybe it's all lip service, and there was a bit of a cancer going on there, right? So let's see if these sort of things trend. Passing 180, 85%. That's still about on par of what we've been seeing there at 152, 82. Pretty similar. Fouls 9-6 and corners 3-1. There was good things in this, you know. Look, I can't look at the replay right now. Like, yeah, you can say, you have to understand. I have to keep this thing flowing. I can't just like, unless you want me to. You want here? Let's go to X. Let's appease Juve since 2011. Let's do it. Let's troll X so we can look at the replay. You got to find it, of course, and this is why I don't do it because this is great for TV. I'm scrolling through X. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a replay right now, so it is what it is. That's why we do post-match reports and look at the game completely after we were able to look and actually analyze the full situation and be able to slow things down, right? Because in real time, I mean, you got to understand the players play in real time, right? We're playing in real time. Things have to go in a flow. They just have to happen. Okay, let's go back. Good thought, Mom. This is the last thing I want to check here. Usually the first thing I check, did it backwards today, the momentum charts. This looks pretty decent as well. This is a positive change, I would say, overall, is that we're, for the most part, controlling the game. Clearly here at the beginning of the game, or the half anyways, and then towards the end of the half. It was this middle section where we laid off a little bit. It is a pretty long time, so the 13th minute out to the 25th. Yeah, I guess that's not egregious. Letting them have 10 to 15 minutes of control and then coming back hard. We just clearly fell asleep again right at the half. But trends, right? Again, we're looking for the trend. If this is something that we can continue into the second half and continue in the subsequent games where we have the majority of the momentum, and when we do, because it's the thing, our momentum never peaked. It was more like these smaller ones. Those were our peaks. They weren't up here. So that's right off the top a big difference. Vlahovic just doesn't know how to score goals, and that's a bit, well, yeah. Primo's peaking right now. That's good. You are at your home office. You can do that. That's stats. What else could we tease out here? There's anything interesting. You know, it was honestly a generally uninteresting half. Like all things considered. Yeah, each team got a goal. but the majority of that passage of play, especially whenever Udinese had the ball, which was just under half, so, a fair amount of that time, it just wasn't looking it wasn't, beautiful football. It just wasn't good football to look at. Juve did look better. Again, just as a whole with the lack of the atmosphere in the crowd, just not I don't know. It's just not there tonight, if you know what I'm saying. There's something in this team, they just need organization and depth. I agree, yeah, there is something there. They need that leadership. That's what I'm saying, right? Like the there's no you're knocking over my guitar. There's clearly a lack of leadership within the player base itself. Okay. Well, that's where now you need the coaching staff to come in, perhaps even the management, depending. They need to lead. Sometimes you need to give certain people the tools and then they can grow into that leadership role. So let's say maybe it's Locatelli, right? They said he's the leader. Kind of like Yildiz, they're giving him the armband now. They're giving him the 10. These symbols of leadership on the team. But has anybody actually taught them how to do that? So maybe with a Spalletti, he has won. I mean, he doesn't have the biggest trophy cabinet out there, but he's done more than the previous two coaches. Uh, he's more experienced, just more experienced, generally speaking. So does that change things? Is he able to instill enough confidence into kind of who his chosen leaders are? And it doesn't even need to be the chosen leaders, right? Sometimes just with the correct tutelage, it comes out of the most unexpected person. You just need to create that atmosphere to allow individuals to grow, whether that's technically speaking or maturity, those leadership skills, whatever it is. Sometimes you just need to give it a little bit of water and sunshine, right? To put it in those terms. I know Primo's probably throwing up in his mouth right now. But regardless, we'll see what Spalletti if he's got that ability to do that. The Napoli team that he had was a very unique, kind of like a one-off in the moment type of team. The stars align. And that's not to take away from the team that they built. But like everything did have to come together, and it did. And he won that year. A lot of that team was kind of built, kind of like this is a lot of this team. They have been together for a little bit. So maybe there will be a similar effect. Or maybe it's true. Maybe these players just don't really have it. But from at least the technical perspective, it should be there. And if he can instill enough leadership, at least from him and his coaching staff, yeah, it's not the same as having an out leader on the pitch, but maybe, just maybe, there's enough there to make it happen. All these questions we don't know, but we do have kickoff now on the second half, and I will get up the scoreboard and sync it all up for you. I mean, we were looking good. I think we can get another one here. And is that? Ooh, maybe not. Oh, a little slow on the sync. Sorry, it is not updating the time. Oh. Well, this is funny. Okay, here we go. Sorry, guys. I'm struggling with the time here. Good thing not a whole lot happened except Openda getting hauled down. And the box, questionable. Okay, now we have the sink. Got finger troubles there, but we're good to go. So how do you guys feel? I feel like we should be able to get another one out of this. We have the players. We have the will. Yeah, as we need Zagrova to get healthy, but oh my god, that's hilarious. I gotta take a picture of this. Maybe I'll post it in the Discord. But my dog is sitting in my sim racing rig right now, like she's driving the thing. And that is awesome. And I gotta message my wife that because she'll love it. So excuse me as I do this on the side. Funny dog. You're cute. Yeah, it's pretty cute. Not gonna lie. I fear of moving my camera to that angle though, because cable's in just the right spot, right? And it's the ugly part of my room. It's the sacrificial ugly part of my room that doesn't get seen on camera. It's not that ugly. It's just kind of built weird, and I have like the foam, and the soundproofing kind of like shoved up in that corner. That's maybe a foul on Kostic. Gets taken down, doesn't get the call. But now there is a call. Sorry, I thought there wasn't. Udinese has one going their way. Couple protests on the field because of the two different situations here. Kostic looked like he tripped himself, maybe. And no, there wasn't enough contact by Gatti there to really warrant this free kick, but Zaniolo is lining up for a free kick. Bud for Juve. How old are you? Bud, I don't even know if I've seen that movie. Is it football? What sport does he play? I remember the movie. It's old. I don't think I've actually sat down and watched it. Ball into the box, headed on, and saved out of bounds for a corner. Oh, yeah. We know Primo's old. He remembers that movie. You'd be watching Jessica Alba and Flipper back that day. More your style. Or your ball's not dropped yet. Corner in, taken low. And, ooh, that one goes over the bar, but a bit of sleeping defensively again. Gotta watch out. They're ugly and low. Yep. Yep. Loka going long, doesn't make it over. Oh, man, that looked good. Loka sometimes can just get a booted ball forward. Did it? Which game was it? What was that? Yeah, it was when David screwed up against Madrid, didn't get the ball in. But Loka just pounded a ball forward up the flank. It's just like it looked like he was on ice. Not getting that call, that's for sure. They did basketball, football, and hockey? How oh, man, I didn't realize they did all of those. Air Bud, yeah, because Air Jordan, so it probably started with basketball, I'm gonna assume. And here's Primo confirming it's a 3 sport. My God, you guys are losers. And he's saying it's 33. And Air Bud, Air Jordan, number 33. Ah, see the connection? You were probably watching that as like a baby or something. The parents put it on to shut you up. All right, which way is this call going? Look like a 50-50 ball. For Juve. Not much in it. Well, Penda gets this ball. He just has to get rid of it too quick, though. Wins a throw at the very least. Here, I have a way to show you. I'm gonna show you my dog. I just think it's funny because I'm biased. I understand. And I love my dog. And you hate, or not hate, but you'll love it less than I do. Not gonna work. Oh, hold on though. Kostic crossing in, and I think that's a corner. Have to go to this. There we go. There's my dog. Hitting my sim rig. And I know it's janky. It's jerry rigged. I get it. It's nothing fancy, but she's got that fucking dumb look on her face too right now. Funny dog. Funny dog. So yeah, does Air Bud do sim racing? Don't think so. Kostic, she's just trying to pound that into the box. Anybody, somebody, Openda, no? Ah. They'll just bouncing going out. I think that's another corner. Kostic going on the corner. Yeah, the side eyes, exactly. My Roadhead Simulator. Yeah, that's her. Crosses in. Ah, it's cleared. Not good enough. Cambiasso volleys eye. Man, you guys are going off in the Discord as well. Jesus Christ, guys. Ooh, long ball doesn't quite work out, but no cleanup by Udinese. Here's the turn. Out wide, Loca. When I say chasing on, I mean as much as Locatelli can because he's slow. And it goes out of bounds. There you go. Images in the Discord as well. Because it's hilarious. Oh man, they can't even do a throw in properly. They try to go long and forward and maybe break out and go straight to Gatti. This game though. Oh, they're cheering. There's actually something happening in the stands. The first time I've heard it all match. I was just gonna comment again on how just dead it is. And it's not the Curva, it's the stadium. The song. They're singing. Cambiasso's there. Now, interesting kind of see Kalulu and Cambiasso playing there together. Kenny into the box, a little too tight to the keep. Had the VR head. I need the VR headset. Never mind the dog. He's still there staring at me, the cute bastard. All right, we'll start from the back again. See if you do any better this time. This isn't the you're tied up and you need 3 points kind of way of playing. This is like we're up by 3 and we don't really care anymore kind of time wasting style of play. Yildiz can't sneak it through, but Kostic gets on it. Inshallah, off his man, and doesn't win a throw this time. Now he's got to fight for it. Oh, yeah, he's hauled. He's hauled down. Advantage given, and now Loka's tripped up. Daniolo touches Loka on the tits, gives that same sweaty tit hand over to the ref. It looks like he enjoyed it by the look on his face, and we have a couple more substitutions for Udinese. Lovric and Bio coming on for Zaniolo and Pietowski. Zaniolo was their best player. Why? Okay. I wouldn't have necessarily taken Zaniolo off. But maybe they're putting fresh legs for the win. Pretty sure Lovric has a couple goals against us. Does Kostic ride the bench under Spaghetti since he plays a back forward? That is a great question. Probably. Oh, wow. Just saved ahead of the line by Akoi. That long dump forward almost tricks the keep, but he's got it. Kenny gets the flick on head. Oh, and then off a chest. Well done by Akoi to track that all the way. Yeah, so, I mean, this is the thing, right? Whenever you go between back threes, back fours, somebody's going to get fucked. So I don't know what that means for Kostic long term. His contract's likely just going to get run out by the end of the season. Now, does Spalletti go hard on a back four and stick to it? Does he swap it out? Play it by ear, go game to game? He is known as a back four coach. So, I mean, history would say, yeah, we're going to stick to a back four. And obviously, the lineup can handle it. It can do it. I think we're a little light in fullback, so that can Kostic play a fullback, perhaps? I think he can do a job. Fiatu is a substitute against if it's a game like this, maybe. But overall, I imagine he gets reduced minutes. I mean, he's already not on tons of minutes anyways. Past his prime. Prime wasn't like anything spectacular. It was a Europa League with Frankfurt. Still decent enough, but yeah, I mean, let's be honest with what he is. Going to, probably ride the bench. Another long ball doesn't work for Udinese. Makes for a bit of slop here in the midfield. Juve come away. Openda, here we go. You got time and space. And you can't get the cross. Oh my god, please, it's one of those situations, put it in, somebody. Penn is clearly lacking a bit of that killer instinct, which comes from a lack of confidence of not playing. But he should be looking to goal in that situation. And he does get that shot off. He can't shoot, he shoots. It's just why didn't he shoot that time? Ugh. Yeah, if you look at Openda's numbers, he should be good. I know people come out and say Openda is shit. And yes, he has been shit with Juve, but Juve have given him shit opportunities. I mean, we did a video on him. We went through the numbers. We looked at them. It's not like we just make this shit out of our ass, right? Especially German Dave, because he's playing in Germany. Like he knows he knows Germany very well. Openda is not a shit player. And of course, there is adjustment coming. Well, I mean, he moved a couple leagues, started in Belgium, goes to Germany, now in Italy. There's that adjustment period. But he does have to start picking it up. If he gets consistent minutes here, you expect him to, start cooking off eventually. If not, here soon. He's trying to find some space. Yield is makes an interesting choice. And what did I miss? We got a yellow crier. Oh, Locatelli puts fleets down on Karlstrom, who lunges in for the ball. Yeah, Dow, currently his biggest contribution is the Bremer ACL. Yeah, like that's not forgotten, but you gotta give him not only the time, but also the opportunity. Because he can't be like, oh well, it's already the end of October, he's had enough times. He hasn't been given the actual time. Koi starts her off. Long ball again. I'm not a fan of just the goalkeeper long ball constantly. And McKennie wins it back, has Vlahovic on the right. He's got people cutting in, and he takes the shot. And it was one of those ones that just trick you because it skims the side net and bounces in behind and looks like it may have gone in, but he does miss on the short side. I can't be upset with him trying to take the shot because I was just getting mad at Openda not taking the shot in a somewhat similar position. Yes, you kind of want those to at least get on net, right? Oh boy, yeah. Our finish betrays us once more. Now I would have to look back at the replay there. What happens sometimes is you think the guys are open, but down at their level, they really aren't. So perhaps his support didn't get themselves into a clear and obvious passing position. Maybe they did and have their lanes blocked off. Benefit of the doubt. On again, boys. Just get it on the net. Oh, here we go. Kalulu. Oh, wow. Nice parry. Going out for a corner, but Kalulu's stepping into that one, trying to make it happen from the rear. Pressure's piling on, though. Yeah, had it a bit too close to the keep, but decent regardless. And here's McKennie back into it. He also tries to scoop far post. Oh, is that in? Gatti heads it so fucking hard that it goes through the goddamn goalkeeper and in the back of the net. 2-1 Juve. Big man for the big goals. Yeah, and it's fucking insane because we trash on our defense, but our defense, I understand, not their primary role. They're defenders first, but they do provide some sort of offensive output. And quite honestly, when we haven't scored in over a month, 3 weeks, however long it's been, like, I don't care where the goals were coming from. Whether it's a penalty kick from Deshaun, whether it's a ridiculous header from Gatti, I'll fucking take them. I mean, you can't fault. Yeah, you just can't fault anything on that. You can maybe now turning it the other way. Look at Okoye, and he did get a hand on it. Maybe he could have done better. He was there. He more so tried to push it out instead of stop it. Which, okay, if you just go and stop it, you put the ball back into play. But it's a goal. Okoye has done well. Like, that's the thing. He has played well. This match has made some critical saves, made a critical save that resulted in that corner. As a Bowie takes down Openda there. A little soft. Not sure what happened. Allianz with the goal and assist. This is what's important. Oh, we're 68 minutes. My clock slowed up somehow. It's actually a few seconds ahead of what I have showing, but no matter. Fucking return. Frankie missed his boyfriend score. That's too bad, man. I'm sorry. Well, I've been battling down there on the touchline. Loses his footing, but he's hungry. They're swarming down there now. Love the hunger. That gave him a jump in their step. Yeah, they're all swarming. I like this. Yildiz gets the errant ball, and I think there was deflection, but straight up and high on Okoye, and he pushes it over the bar. It's another corner. Can't tell from that angle if there was a deflection, but Okoye steps up again, keeping the minute. A little premature, Chiro. Think Piemonte United bad days gone. Cadetto loading. Dimmer, buddy. I'll got a top four. First things first, but comes in. Get it off. Ellie jumping into it. Dumps her 4-0. Back out to Cambiasso. It's a scramble once more. Loca cuts. There was a bit of space, but Cambiasso turns it back to the side. And now they're going to reset and cycle through and just try to control the ball a little bit here. Draw Udinese out, perhaps. As they were parking the bus pretty heavily there. Kostic. That cross also not good. Yeah, the crosses today by Kostic is, I guess, normal. Which is he misses a lot of them. She finally got off the racing chair. She's done with it. Oh well, it was fun while it lasted. Still just a bit of control, holding it in the back line. See, what I do like and what I notice right now, you see how Locatelli is playing in that regista position? Oh, what's this now? Full dick? We got a full dick, everyone. He's literally holding his dick. Anything there? Or does he just go down? They're showing the goal again, that's why. I'll take that. I'll watch the goal again, but I want to see why Buddy's crying. And it is pouring, actually. Yeah, she is coming down. You can't really tell on the TV. They're taking him off. So there's a hip issue for Ezebue. I imagine they're going to make a change. They got 2 left. Juve haven't made any yet, which is interesting because we're at 72-minute mark, and typically you've made something by now. 2-door left, right? Right? I hope so. What's the next game? Is it Saturday? Saturday noon. No, that's not the right game. Udinese, Saturday 3:45. That's the one. Sporting. I got to talk to the Sporting boys. Had them on a couple times before, but yeah, Sporting next Tuesday. Must make sure I get involved with them for at least a show, if not alive again. Yeah, it was a Europa League elimination match. We did a watch along with them. Match that we won. Yeah, good boys. One of them from Kingston, a couple hours down the highway from me. One from England. One from Toronto. They're kind of from around, kind of like us. Zanoli. I was going to say Zaniolo and Zanoli. Got to be careful with that. So Miller and Zanoli come on. I was like, Zanoli already got tucked. Zanioli. See, yeah, I'm putting both their names. Zanioli. The other one's like Bradgelina. Vlahovic trying to make something in the box. He's like quad marked at this point. And that surely, went out of bounds. Seriously, though. Substitutions. Yildiz does well. Swatches it over to Kalulu, who fakes himself out. Cambiasso now. I don't know if this is a bit too pragmatic by Juve currently. They don't need to force the matter, nor has Udinese shown any real amount of threat, but as they taught us in the first half, that can come out of nowhere as Vlahovic trying to get through and just cannot get through. Everyone tries to do it himself. But at least the mentality from the players looks a lot more positive. So you never know for sure, but it really does make you wonder what was going on with Tudor. I mean, the honeymoon phase. A lot of that is just due to the fact that the negativity that surrounded the previous management is gone. Not so much that the new one is doing any better. It's just they're not playing with the negativity. It's kind of a breath of fresh air. Jonathan David coming on. Expected that. Probably a Penda. Yep. So some solid minutes by Openda. He made some bad decisions. He made some decent ones. He had a couple looks. Not horrible considering where he's coming from and he needs to prop himself up. So, yeah, granted, put in David, see if he can do anything better. But I think a good first step forward from here for Openda. This corner's bouncing around now. They do clear it downfield. Yeah, so far both of them are flops. But you typically give a player coming in from a new league, especially if it's like a prolific, like a striker, something like that. You give them at least until the halfway mark of the season before you make any real harsh judgments. Because it's not like they're doing anything wrong; they're just not doing anything right yet. So they're not being destructive. So I will wait, especially change the management. At Christmas time, we'll take a closer look. I think that'd be a little bit more fair. See how they've come since then. Catty just cuts out the lane. Well done. Yeah, defense has scored more than our attack. That's why I can't be completely upset, and I don't completely trash. And tries it on the short side. Yield is can't sneak that one in from that range. A little far out. Didn't get all of it. He looks tired as well. I would be taking him out, to be fair. To get it on the post. Well, Coy gets the fingers on it, and I think just a bit of a kiss of the post after that, but it was on target. Yeah, give Adjit some minutes. Why not? Throw him in there. Yildiz is gassed. He's been putting some sprints in as well. Ooh. There's the yellow. Lovrich just taken out. Hidden out from the ankles and quick yellow brandished by the ref. But yeah, didn't go for the ball at all. The ball was nowhere. That was a bad tackle. I think he meant to do it. No remorse. He don't care. He's gassed as well. He came on not too long ago. All right, what's going on here? Taking a look at, is it one of the Juve coaching staff that the ref is unhappy with? Told him to go back in the dugout. Something was said. Kostic is the one standing over the ball. Rain's really coming down here. Dumped in forward. David gets ahead, just puts it to the spot, but nobody's there. They've all bounced in forward looking for the attack. And Juve do recover. Back to Di Gregorio. He dumps it forward. Yildiz can't pounce. When McKenny puts his face into the shoulder of I'm not sure who it was, one of the Udinese defenders. Was it Cavicelli? No, that was I can't. Is it Sonoli? Can't tell. Goatee guy. Atta. I think it's Atta. Regardless. He did it to himself, but he is back up now. Ooh, and now there's a hit in the head on Locatelli by Burska. Buxa? Sorry, Buxa? Yeah. Oh, yeah, he jumps up, gets the elbow in the back of his head. Gotta keep the arms in. Don't want to be doing that. So Udinese has made all 5 of their substitutions. Juve on 1. Oh, and another bad tackle. Guys, what are you doing? Googly GJ this time on Yildiz. He's on a yellow. And I think Locatelli is protesting why that hasn't turned into a second. Because it very well could be. Oh, and another. There is a yellow. Who gets it? Who is on the play there? It's messy. It's Miller this time. Substitution. So Yildiz gets it. Yeah, he just like kicks his shin. Oh, or is his knee, like just below his knee. That's just sloppy play. And this isn't even like, oh, it's raining and slipping. They're just coming up and kicking him. Oh, on one hand, like I like playing tough and stuff, but there's no need to just like go up and kick a dude. McKenny's still rubbing his head. Boy, trying to organize his defense for this upcoming free kick. Coming out very wide. Bostage dumps it forward. It doesn't really drop. And it's going to Udinese. It looked at first it was Juve's corner. Everyone reacted as such. It might have went off, David. He acted like it didn't touch him. He was practicing the dark arts there. Maybe it didn't. It was hard to say, but it looked like it skimmed off his chest. Okay, there are 6 minutes left, and we have 4 substitutions. So I think now's about the time you start getting those guys in there. All right, I'm gonna call Brambilla Tudor. Get on that Cambiasso. It doesn't pinch. Plays the smart route. I would have pinched, but I'm also dumb. Juve now looking to be more defensive in the final few moments. I don't actually like this. They're sitting back and waiting for Udinese to attack, who, to be fair, are not. But just that's when it gets dangerous. You just kind of sit there and then you're caught flat-footed. I get it. They're tired. They played 85 minutes. They have the lead, but these are those little small details that can make or break you. And I mean, I don't expect Brambilla to be out on the touchline, sorry, jacking these guys up for it. Because he's just going back to the next gen after this match, right? So, like, he's not out there to make enemies. Hey, Rugani! I don't know why we don't start the man. And Udinese trying to get a look here. They take down Yildiz once more. No call this time. Scooped into the box. And not a good clear. Volleyed on. It's blocked and still not safe. This is what worries me. Yildiz does grab it despite being exhausted. Back pass by McKennie now. Come on, boys. Let's get this firmly out. Dumped forward now, but given straight back to Udinese, who's going to regroup now. And it's the slowness of the buildup. Makes me anxious. Oh, and that block by McKennie actually gets directed straight back to Di Gregorio. Like at this point, if I'm playing FC, I just goal kick it out of bounds so we can make substitutions. Oh my lord. Oh, and is that Hoop is on the touch line as well, ready to play 3 seconds. Not even gonna be 3 minutes. Yeah, I don't know why they're not gonna put Moretti in. It looks like he's putting in experience right now, Brambilla. Moretti also hasn't had any minutes yet, so on one hand, we don't necessarily know what he can offer. On the second, do we know if he's even ready to get some minutes? I mean, they say so, but is there something we don't know? But I asked these same questions as well. Why have we not seen Moretti? All right, so okay, you can make 4 subs right now, but we're doing 2, and it's the 88th minute. So Vlahovic and Kostic out. Probably just go into a single striker right now just to shut down the game. Ramsey or Poop. Oh boy. Oh man. Ramsey, although was on steeper wages, was a free transfer. So I think I'd like Ramsey better. Poop's story isn't finished though either. So we'll see how it plays out. I was such a fool for thinking Ramsey would turn out a lot more naive back then. Average delivers. And it goes just wide. Just wide. And I don't know if Di Gregorio was going to even react to that in time. He started to move towards there. I don't know if he just saw the trajectory clearly, but a little close for comfort. So what do you think? 3 minutes added on here? What's going on now? Bit of a delayed start, and the crowd was cheering a bit. So something the camera didn't catch. There's the 90. Sponsored by Degree, I'll have you know. But are you gonna tell me how much time is on? Oh, also Bankomat, but I still don't know how much time is added on. Thank you. Because you know I'm oh, there it is, 5. We got 5. Feel yes and no. Maybe it's like accurate. When we do get 5, it's supposed to be 8, and when it should be 3, we're getting 5. So mm, sure. David was a free agent. I mean, it's pretty much that simple. We needed striker depth, and we found a free agent that, to be fair, came off a very good year. Oh, giving away. Here's Yildiz. What does he do? He puts it over the net. Oh, man. I mean, I would have finished it. Put this one to bed. Also, I think, and I kind of tried to warn people, but hold on, McKennie. He still has it. Like, lay it off. Here we go. Yildiz. No, nothing. And now he's tripped up. There's nothing there. I don't know. I don't know what was going on. They are thinking a bit too much, and they need to kick this ball. Let's see what happened here with the Yildiz. He goes in for it. He technically got the ball first. It was a 50-50 challenge. There wasn't anything foul. Not foul, but like ill-willed towards the tackle there. I think they're gonna look at it. Have not called the VAR check, but it's clear they're on the earpiece looking upstairs. So here it is. VAR check is in progress. By the book, yeah. I mean, it is a penalty by the book. Is it soft? Absolutely. It was a 50-50 challenge. Yildiz just got to it first. It's straight up the fact that this is in the box that I think you have to call this a pen. Yeah, so going back to what I was saying, we overhyped David for sure. Like I watched him because I watched the Canadian national team. Listen, I don't mind having him on. I think, again, you have to give him a bit more time, consistency, judge him come Christmas. Once again, because we have new management as well, you have to put all these things into effect. Has he flopped thus far? Yes. But once again, he hasn't done anything negative. He just hasn't done anything positive. So I'm willing to give him some time yet and not like completely strike him off. I mean, he's barely played, and we've been playing with two. Everyone has been playing shit, right? Like, everyone has been playing shit. So that's why I don't want to like straight up and crucify any player that we have right now. My God. In your comments, I don't know what's funny and what's a dick joke anymore. He's got that luck. Guys already called it here, but of course there's always a delay. And there it is. There's the pen. And they're explaining why. I love this. They explained why it was a penalty on the loudspeaker so everyone knows. I love this. It's progress. Yeah, it's rough. That's a rough one to give up. But it's by the book foul. Yildiz will take it. That's cool. He kind of earned this one. He took a bunch of hits and kicks and just general abuse. And he did on that play as well, so absolutely give him the shot at it. And it's in. Takes it calmly, no hop or stutter or any nonsense. He just steps up and shoots it in the back of the net. And it's 3-1 Juve over Wish.com Juve. David can take a penalty. And you just have this, I don't know why. Like, does your HGH have like an anti-David molecule in it or something? Like, you just have a hate on for David, and like, I'm not saying you have to like the guy, but like, why do you hate him on spec? Like, if you can explain why you dislike, and don't say because he's not Italian, because I know your HGH makes you hate non-Italians as well, even though you're American. So I really don't know why. Like, just root for your fucking team, man. Just root for your team and stop just hating a person because you don't like how they look. Kind of retarded if you think about it. Yeah, who cares? We don't need beautiful wins, Sky. We've never wanted beautiful. Not at this channel. We never wanted beautiful wins. We never cared. You know, Dal, most Americans don't even know where Canada is. You say it's north of them, they probably don't even know where north is either. So, I mean, it's just, you know. Hey, Thuram played in the French league, and he was their best midfielder last year. Like, that's not an argument because he came from the French league. Okay. They're giving us some of our best product right now. Zagrova potentially could be one of our best players, and he came from the French league. Like, that's just not an argument. Especially considering how bad the Serie A is currently, which I know your biases tell you that it's not as shit as it is, but everyone else knows that it is on a decline competitively. And we're not that far off from the French league. It's a different style. I get it. And because of that, that's why you give him time to grow and understand it before you write him off because, oh, he's from the French league. You missed your biology class. Biology is hard, man. Probably. Probably go to those. At 98 minutes, obviously, the penalty's adding on. I expect this to finish pretty quickly here. And here's David now. Puts a decent shot on. He didn't have the angle saved off. It's off to Yildiz. And that's deflected out. And that's also not true that nobody wanted David because he did have suitors. It's just most of the people that were interested actually already had options in place. And no, he's not your number one striker. He's not supposed to be your number one striker. That's the other thing. Like, we're overrating him. We're overhyping, overrating the guy. He is at best your number two striker. And everyone else had their number two strikers already. I mean, that was the market. Again, like, it's just they're kind of, yes, people were calling Inter were looking. I think Milan. There's a few teams. I can't remember everyone now, but yes, if you're gonna make a statement, like, you gotta have the facts, man. You can't just yell out nonsense. There were suitors. You're just hating for the sake of hating, man. You gotta chill. Have some happiness in your life because we just won 3-1. The game's over. Yeah, I mean, Jay Carr's kind of saying we need to get both Penn and David their confidence up at the same time, and they can be a nasty duo. That's just it. Tudor didn't give them the time. Yes, there are new leagues. In their previous leagues, Germany and France, they did well. They had great years. And now they're in Italy. It is a completely different league. Understandable. A lot more defensive. It takes them time to figure that out. Granted. And you have to also understand, especially with David, Ropenda was the starter striker. Like, David, yeah, starting for Lille is probably your for maybe second. Yeah, give them time. Don't write these guys off. We finally got a win with our next gen coach. Spalletti's coming in for the weekend. We're turning a leaf. So all I'm gonna say is, have your biases, like and hate who you want, but as a community, This is yet again another fresh start. We have to back this team and cheer them across the finish line to at least the top 4 at this, right? Sitting here and just saying, "Oh, I don't like this guy because of this made up reason." No, man, like stop that nonsense. Turn the leaf. Fresh start. 3-1 win over Udinese right now. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, guys. No time for negativity at this point. For once, we can celebrate. Rick, why do you think Openda's totally like he had? I mean, he's got the numbers. He has performed. So again, give them their time. We've given every other person at least half a season. I mean, how many seasons did we give Chiesa? How many seasons have we given Vlahovic? Like the amount of copium that we have with certain players. And then this guy's been around for 2 months. Oh, he's shit. Come on, guys. Like, fucking judge it fairly. Have the same standard. All right, let's get into the thought mob. Post game this bitch and have a Wednesday? Whatever that might be. I got game 5 to watch anyways. Done with Poop. Yeah, Poop. Again, okay, so Poop's been now given 1+ seasons, right? So that's a bit different. We have given Poop his time. He has been through 2 different coaches who have actually played him in multiple positions, have tried to start this guy's career off or restart it. And he has not in about 1.25 seasons. Okay, now there's a perfect case scenario where you can be like, all right, this guy has flopped after this amount of time, after this many chances. All right, yeah, he's probably flopped. But you take a guy that, you know, came in, didn't have the full off season, hasn't been given many minutes in a new league, and after 2 months, you're like, oh no, he's shit. Come on, man. I'm not saying he's not shit. I'm just saying it's a little too fucking early to make that final judgment, right? You can say, hey, these are my initial reactions. He's not doing that well. He might be a flop. But to say, no, he's shit. He's a flop. Oh, fuck this guy. Too early. Too early. Not going to entertain that yet. All right, Fat Mob. All right, so this is looking a bit better. Okay, so Penda 6.4. It's true. He didn't have a great game. Locus 6.8. Yeah, McKenny 6.6. Like, they were putting in a shift, but were they technically good? They didn't have their best games, the midfield there. At least they were in position. Kostic 8.4. Kamayasu 8.2 with an assist. Kelly 7.3. Gatti 8.1 with the goal, the header. Kalulu 6.7. Yeah, Kalulu wasn't super involved. Gregorio with goal conceded, and Yellow at a 6.4. Whatever. Yield is 8.6. Flowich 8.5. So decent mix. Decent mix. Midfield still not performing. I mean, Kalulu, I guess he did a job. And like I said with the Penda, I'm just happy he got the amount of time he did today to get that game readiness going and just to get that consistency, start building from there. I didn't honestly expect a whole lot. I'm just glad he got the chance. We'll see where he develops from there. Yeah, in terms of Udinese, 6s, 7s. Zaniolo, his goal, very nice. Nice control on it. Get it swapped over to his left foot. Curl it around. I mean, yeah, it was a nice goal. He deserved it. We fucked up defensively. Didn't tighten up with the bobble ball and couldn't get on top of that shit. So, yeah, I mean, 1 goal right at the end of the half. A little bit worried there, but the second half, yeah, we came back. Rick, I'm sure I gotta catch your your episode. Clearly, I feel like there's a lot of pent up anger there. Three Even Teeny podcast there from Rick Ozzie. You guys can check that out. There's a lot. That's the thing. There's a lot. I got the Forza Juve one with Primo, but I haven't gotten like Primo Calcio's actual episode in me yet. I got to do that still. There's a lot of content that there at the very moment for Juve, as you can imagine. The facts. Let's look at the momentum. Yeah. So once again, I mean, we controlled most of that second half. At the end, we let them have it. They were pushing, and then we got lucky to secure it. But that's kind of what you expect too. A few minutes left, you're down by 1. You don't want that team to have that sort of reaction. I was worried how we were allowing them to have that, and we sat deep and laid off and got that flat-footedness that could have been dangerous, but it did end up going the other way in this time. We shouldn't buy brothels as an investment. Who's the brothel? That we get. Isn't there a possibility that we get Dougie back? There is a possibility. At the moment, it looks like he will be redeemed. But it's a long season. Things can change. Yeah, maybe. Dougie was an enigma. I mean, I would have liked to give him a second chance over Coop, but there was probably no offers for Coop. You know? Oh, J Medical Headquarters. That's the brothel. Wouldn't that be the hotel? I'm sure there's ladies at the night that get checked in there. Come as visitors. Gotta be. All right, let's finish this up with some stats. So 57% of the possession. XG 3.17. Actually, not bad. We hit our XG. They did 0.51, so they're on par. Total shots 25-8. On target 11-2. Big chances 3-1, and we didn't miss any of those big chances. Well, 2 of them were penalties. So I mean, sure. Steady on the passing, 376 at 85%, 277 at 80. Wells 12-13, corners 8-4. Solid numbers. I mean, we put up enough of those numbers. We got 2 of those goals from penalty kicks. So there is still that issue of scoring from open play. That's a blatant hole. Now, what was good, however, was the fact that we weren't flopping in the box. We were challenging to get those balls, to create something, and that movement is what creates the penalties. It causes the other team to make those mistakes. So that actually is positive that we are now becoming active in the opposing box. And we actually did earn those 2 penalties. Because, yeah, I mean, they might have been slightly soft overall in terms of contact, but in terms of going forward to try to get that ball, the effort was there, and we came out on top. So, resulted in goals. I mean, can't be upset with that, right? But you can be concerned the fact that there was still only 1, and that was a corner anyways, right? Like, no goals from fluid, open, standard play. Yeah, we'll see. Because Spalletti, as Guy says, Spalletti's next. He's coming in. Announcements, they say either after the game. So, I mean, at any moment now. Maybe tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, that's happening. It's happening soon. On that note, get rid of this. Tie this all up. Me and German Dave are recording here in three hours or so. We are going to do the Spalletti video like we do for every coach or player that comes to the team. So yeah, we're going to record something special and specific on that. So stay tuned. It's been a busy week for us, obviously, with the firing and hiring of coaches and a midweek game as well as one coming up on Saturday and Tuesday. I mean, they keep on coming. So, yes, Guy, absolutely. It does. It feels great to win finally after all of this. Take a quick look at the table. puts us tentatively into 6th place. Inter still have a game in hand here, but it keeps us in the conversation at least. Oh, okay. Skippy says he knows a top professional in Australia that has worked with Burgess, who is the performance manager, and told me he is the real deal. He was recruiting his staff. That's why it was a bit longer to arrive in Turin. Okay. Yeah, he's worked, I think, Liverpool. He's worked with a few teams. Oh, Rick. Oh, look at you Aussies. You Aussies are down on Burgess, eh? All right. So as I was saying, sorry, the sidetrack sometimes. Yeah, so stay tuned. Either later on tonight or for tomorrow morning, there's going to be the Spalletti video. Then there's not going to be a dedicated Juve essentials this week. I mean, we've gone over the essentials, I'm pretty sure, with some dedicated videos here. So don't expect necessarily a live show between now and the next game, but definitely that Spalletti video. And we will be here Saturday afternoon for that Cremonese match as well. Of course, we're on all 5 platforms: YouTube, Twitch, X, Instagram, and Kick. We're also on Spotify and Discord. All the links are in all the descriptions / bios, blah, 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 all that shit. Be sure to click on them, check them out, follow, subscribe, thumbs up, hit all the buttons, like every single button, hit them all. Get the algorithm pushing through for all 5 of those streams. Otherwise, guys, I mean, nice clean win. It's Brambilla. This is a one and done. We're moving on to Spalletti. It's a one-off. It's honestly a bit of a one-off. Honeymoon phase. Transitional phase. It's tentative what we can truly take away from what we saw today. Other than my biggest one is that the players still do have some give a fuck factor. They still care. It's just starting to become evident that perhaps Tudor wasn't quite the motivator that we first thought he was. Oh man, let's get Luciano Spaghetti cooking with Damian Cannelloni. I like that. I'm stealing it. There's totally an AI image that's going to happen with that one day. Maybe tonight. Maybe you gave me my thumbnail idea. We'll see how this turns out. But yeah, I've definitely made some Mom's Spalletti jokes in the past. And now he's our coach. So I guess be careful who you make fun of. I don't even know if I have Oh yeah, I do. We have some sound bites. We'll save them though. It's weird when I put on my own sound bite. It's more so for the other boys to make fun of me. Well, good guys. Yeah, thank you for joining. Again, like, subscribe, do all that jazz. And it's time for me to walk the dogs and start preparing for the next video I'm going to record in a few hours. And yes, thumbs up for the puppy on the racing chair. Thank you, KB. Love it. There's a loss. Okay, last question. Let's see what we've got. What players do you think will thrive with Spalletti? I think Moretti and Adjic will develop. Yeah, I hope so. That's going to be more, because I am trying to close this stream. That's going to be more so on that Spalletti video. Yeah, I think Moretti for sure. Adjic, I don't see why not, as long as he gets the game time. Kostic obviously won't be getting it. Back 4. I mean, that's going to help out. Maybe Joao Mario might actually get a bit of benefit with a higher press. I'm trying to think like over guys that like Locatelli's probably still going to play. Thuram's still going to play. All these guys, right? But in terms of like coming from where they are now, maybe at a disbenefit. Openda got played right away, so maybe Openda gets more looks. Yeah, I got to take. That's actually a good question. I'll take a quicker look, or a longer look at that one and maybe propose that more as a discussion point for this afternoon or in future episodes as well. Yeah, thank you for that. That's good. Guy saying Openda, David, and Coop. Maybe Coop, maybe, yeah. But no, once I have Dave, because Dave's really good with the tactics and he's got good foresight with this kind of stuff as well. I think this is a good question for me to post to him as well, and we can talk about that a little bit. So yeah, either late tonight or tomorrow morning. Mom Spalletti coming out. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. It's been a great stream for a shitty Wednesday afternoon. Thanks for making it at this awkward hour. Appreciate it, everyone. On that note, yeah, we'll catch you on the next one.